Right now, Steam is pretty much the biggest name in PC gaming. It's less of a store and more of a digital kingdom, with around 132 million monthly active players, a library of well over 100,000 games, handling an estimated 75% of all PC game sales. It's an absolute empire. But what if I told you, most gamers once hated it? Not just disliked it. They fought against it. To figure out how a simple tool that gamers openly despised became one of the most powerful forces in the industry, we have to go back. Back to an era of total chaos, endless frustration, and one of the boldest gambles in gaming history. Let's set the scene. It's 2002. PC gaming is a messy jungle of physical CDs, separate launchers, and a never-ending cycle of manual patching. For players of Valve's Counter-Strike, a single update could make the game unplayable for days. It was like a global orchestra trying to perform, but everyone had to hunt down their own sheet music first. Servers would go dark, and cheating ran rampant. Valve saw what was coming. They reached out to Microsoft, Yahoo, and other giants, asking them to build a platform that could automatically update games. They all said no. So Valve decided to do it themselves. Steam officially launched on September 12, 2003. It wasn't a store. It wasn't a community hub. It was a digital plumber, just there to deliver patches for Valve games. And gamers hated it. It was slow, clunky, and required a constant internet connection when most players were still on dial-up. Worse, Valve made it mandatory for Counter-Strike 1.6. You had to use it. Players weren't grateful. They were furious. It felt like Valve had put a bouncer at their bedroom door, checking IDs before they could play something they already owned. But Valve hadn't even played their boldest card yet. In 2004, Valve released Half-Life 2, one of the most anticipated games on Earth. And they shocked the world. To play it, even if you bought the disc, you had to install and activate it through Steam. It was like buying a best-selling book and being told you can only read it through a glitchy, mandatory app. Launch day was chaos. Thousands of players tried to authenticate at once, flooding the servers. People literally couldn't play the masterpiece they had just paid for. Valve had tied its biggest game to a tool everyone hated. It looked like a suicide move. If you enjoy uncovering how the biggest names in tech almost failed before they succeeded, stick around. We do this kind of story all the time. Once the chaos settled, players noticed something shocking. Things were easier. Games patched themselves. Multiplayer was simple. Libraries were organized instead of piled in plastic boxes. In 2005, Valve opened Steam to other developers. By 2007, major publishers were on board. Community pages, friend lists, and the legendary Steam sales turned skeptics into fans. It was the ultimate peace offering. Steam wasn't just fixing games anymore. It was building a platform. Then came Steam Greenlight, and later, Steam Direct. Before these programs, publishing a game was like trying to get a record deal. Now, small studios, even solo developers, had access to the biggest PC gaming market on Earth. A new wave of creativity exploded. Steam didn't just sell games. It launched careers, genres, and entire communities. Today, Steam is an industry giant. Over 132 million monthly users, record-breaking concurrent logins, and reach across Mac, Linux, and even handheld hardware with the Steam Deck. Competitors have appeared, most notably Epic, but Steam remains the sun in the PC gaming solar system. Everything else orbits around it. From a despised patch installer to a global gaming empire, Steam's rise is a lesson in patient, relentless vision. Sometimes, the most hated idea in the room is just a world-changing innovation waiting to mature. And Steam might not be done evolving yet. With cloud tech, hardware, and AI-powered discovery, what do you think the next revolution will be?